Hey, what's up, guys? JD Vim here, part of Venom Nation Wrestling, and this is my Monday Night Raw review for August 21st, 2017, the Raw after SummerSlam. If you guys are new to my channel here on YouTube, be sure to leave a thumbs up like that. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and like the Facebook page, where both links are down below. Tell your friends and family and come and join the JD Venom Nation on YouTube. And Raw just went off the air, guys, and yeah, that's what we got tonight. Not so much from the fact that what we saw in the ring. It was more, and I'm honestly gonna be 100 with you guys. It was the fans tonight. The fans ruined this show. They ruined this show from almost start to finish. You had fans doing the wave. You had fans worrying about a beach ball. You got fans who understand. I understand you pay your hard-earned money. You probably travel across the country, across the world, and you have a right to say what you want to say. Totally get it. I totally understand it. But here's the thing. What you're doing in the ring, or not in the ring, but in the arena, to the performers in the ring, is quite frankly disgusting and insulting for me as a wrestling fan. You had John Cena and Samoa Joe, for the first time tonight ever wrestling each other. Ever. And in the crowd, you have fans worry about a fucking beach ball. Now, I'm not going to give WWE a pass either, because the show overall still sucked, even with that crowd. But the crowd made it worse. It made it worse than what it actually was. If the crowd was somewhat decent tonight, which they were decent at times, but if they weren't so worried about getting themselves over, saying, things like, well, they didn't really say things like "we are awesome" or anything like that. They weren't that goddamn, obnoxious. But doing things like the wave and the beach ball, it kills me inside to see that shit. It kills me inside to see that shit. It just does. It just does. Now, still, tonight's Raw was still shitty. Even if they were in Brooklyn, or if they were in New Orleans, or if they were in, Dallas or whatever. The show still sucks. It still sucked tonight. And like I said, I'm not giving Raw a pass. There was a couple of good things on the show tonight. Like the opener with Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman. You had, Elias Sampson, who is over as shit. And we're going to be talking about that in a moment, about how over Elias Sampson is. You also had Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose versus the Hardys, which was put on a pretty damn good match. And the match could have been better if the crowd wouldn't been so worried about getting themselves over. You know what I mean? You had a surprisingly decent match between Jason Jordan and Finn Balor, which I didn't really expect for that match to be as over as it, not as over, but as competitive as it was. And yeah, the main event. The main event was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. Tonight's show overall, like I said, it still sucked, but it has some good things in there. It's just that Monday Night Raw is too formulaic. It's 3 hours long. It's the same type of shit every week. You know what I mean? With this being after SummerSlam, I expect this Raw to be a lot better. We didn't get no debuts tonight, nor I didn't really expect it. I expect a debut tomorrow of Bobby Roode. He was backstage tonight. But you can just tell that these guys, they're ready for a reset on Monday Night Raw. And this is going to be a reset. You got Big Cass who injured his knee tonight. Legitimately. So he's going to be out for a while, perhaps. I'm going to wait on Dave Meltzer to give us some word on that and see how long he's going to be out. You got the Cruiserweights, who, and we'll be talking about this in a moment. We had an 8-man tag team match tonight where you had great talents in the ring. 1 year ago, the Cruiserweights was the hottest thing in WWE. Maybe one of the hottest things in professional wrestling. The Cruiserweight Classic had a lot of buzz surrounding it after, TJ Perkins won the Cruiserweight Championship at that last, the Cruiserweight Classic show. You know what I mean? When we defeated, both Kota Ibushi and Gran Metalik in one night. Now look what the Cruiserweights are right there. They're not getting interested. They're not getting prominent views on TV. They're barely getting time. The fans can't give a shit about the Cruiserweights whatsoever. You know what I mean? And the fact that you got guys like Rich Swann, who's a former Cruiserweight champion. You got Cedric Alexander, who put on maybe one of the best matches of 2016. Top 5, top 10 match of 2016. You got guys like Mustafa Ali and Gran Metalik, who's very underrated. You got Tony Nese, who is a hybrid wrestler who is great. You got, Noam Dar and Arya Daivari, who's has a great concept of being a great heel, not being utilized to their full potential at all. 205 Live is a disgrace. It's a waste of time, and it just sucks to see where the Cruiserweights have gone. I can only imagine what the hell is going to happen after the Mae Young Classic. I can't imagine. You also had tonight Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss kind of promoting each other. Alexa Bliss was a little bit over. They could not give a fuck about Sasha Banks tonight in Brooklyn. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I really hate the smarky crowds. I really hate the smarky crowds at times. At times it's great. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to chant, do your funny chants, that's great. It's good. It's good to see that every now and then. But sometimes you gotta rein back a little bit. If you're bored with the show, say this match sucked. Pay attention to the match. Don't disrespect, the competitors, and, don't disrespect, the people that you paid money to go see. Did you pay money? Did you pay $100 fucking to go bounce a beach ball around the crowd? You fucking serious? But the point I'm trying to get to is that smarky fans, they turn on their beloved indie darlings or their beloved NXT darlings. They do. Turn on Bayley, turn on Sasha, turning on Finn Balor. You know what I mean? So, a little bit, I won't say Shinsuke Nakamura, but, because Nakamura's over as shit. But you see guys that they just get turned on. They just get turned on for whatever reason. And it's sad. It's sad, and it kills me inside as a wrestling fan to see that shit. But with that being said, guys, we're gonna go and break down the review here of the show. If you did like the show here, be sure to leave a thumbs up, or not the show, but if you like this review, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys, as well for getting me over 4,000 yeah, what the fuck, 5,000 to, I don't even know how many subscribers I have. I always say 4,000 for some reason. I don't have 4,000 subscribers. I have 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. I'm saying 5 times. 5,400 subscribers here on the channel. Thank you very much, guys. We, as well as a unit, as part of the Venom Nation Wrestling, you guys gave me, 500 views on the SummerSlam review last night and 400 plus views on the NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. So I really thank you guys so much for who is sticking with me here on the channel. Monday Night Raw time. We're gonna go through the breakdown of the show, guys. I mean, this show, like I said, it wasn't great. I'm probably gonna give the show maybe a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Probably being generous, but it's just nothing tonight here that really hit home with me. I was like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar to a degree, but everything else was like, meh. I mean, except for the CENA, Roman Reigns, Miz, Samoa Joe promo. That was great, too. We're going to be talking about that in a second. But everything else on the show, yeah, you had a great match between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose versus the Hardys, but I would say probably those top 3 things are the main things about the show tonight that I fairly enjoyed, for sure. So we open up tonight's Monday Night Raw live from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. And we see Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come out to the ring. They get a nice little pop. Suplex City Champ broke out, which I'm kind of surprised that they did break out with Brock Lesnar. And I thought Brock Lesnar was another guy that fans were turning back on. But tonight you got a fairly strong reaction. Heyman begins with the grand introduction for his client, of course, talking about how Lesnar won the SummerSlam main event. Heyman warned us what would happen. He told us that there was a grand conspiracy against Lesnar, and it unfolded in front of our very eyes last night. Heyman calls it a corporately sanctioned felonious assault that took Lesnar out of the equation. Heyman says this was so heinous that for the first time in Lesnar's life, he was taken off the battlefield on a stretcher. Heyman goes on about the match, about how Lesnar pinned Reigns. Heyman continues to praise Lesnar, saying no one in WWE or UFC history can touch him. So that's a little knock to John Jones there, if there ever was one. Braun Strowman comes out. Lesnar and Braun meet in the middle of the ring. Lesnar says he's looking at the champ. Braun goes for a chokeslam, but Lesnar slides out of it. Lesnar runs into a big boot. Braun scoops Lesnar and nails the running power slam. Braun stands tall as the crowd goes crazy. Lesnar is slow to get up, but Braun waits. Braun scoops him up for another huge big power slam. Braun grabs the WWE Universal title, raises it in the air as Heyman looks on in shock. And that is your first segment of the night. This was good. I enjoyed this. This puts Brock Lesnar into a different situation that he has not been in ever in the WWE, where a bigger man, bigger than him, has the upper hand, destroying him. It's not like Goldberg surprising Lesnar, him with the spear and a jackhammer. Braun Strowman has, Lesnar's number. He has Lesnar's number right now at this point. They have a match at No Mercy. Now, I don't know. I don't want to give an official prediction on the match as of yet because, it's not going to be until a few weeks away. But I will say this. They are starting to line up Braun to take the title off of Lesnar. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I got to see the build first before I actually make a prediction. But overall, guys, I really truly think that overall, Braun and Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. I'm sorry, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns. God, no, not Roman Reigns. Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar is going to have a knockout, drag-out match at No Mercy. And it's gonna shock a lot of people. I mean, from what we saw last night is any indication of what we're going to see. We may see something like that ×2. Now, I kind of wish, if they knew that they were going to book this, I kind of wish that they didn't really do all the table spots and all that stuff last night, because what more can you do outside of with the tables with Braun Strowman? Maybe Braun Strowman gets up on one of the announcer's tables, which I can't see. I can just see the announcer's table just deflating underneath Strowman's feet. But I can definitely see something to where that they will put on a pretty entertaining match at No Mercy. That was our first segment of the night. We got our first match of the night, which is Big Cass versus Enzo Amore, a Brooklyn street fight. Why was this match happening? Why was this match not at SummerSlam? If you were going to have these guys still go up against each other, why was this not at SummerSlam? I don't give a shit about what Big Cass and Enzo does. I really don't. And this feud is over, and this feud is officially over tonight. This feud is officially over tonight, not because of what, really because what happened with the finish. But it wasn't a finish that we all expected. We didn't expect Enzo to win the match. Pretty much by forfeit. Enzo won this feud tonight because Big Cass injured his knee. And at first I was thinking that, well, Big Cass is, when he was trying to go for that Empire Elbow, and I'm not going to talk about this match. Why would I want to talk about this match? Okay? Enzo came out. He cut a promo. It didn't get over with the crowd whatsoever. The fans are over, and I am, and this is where Brooklyn, I will actually say tonight that they reacted the correct way. I am over what Enzo is saying on the mic. Enzo is still over because he gets pumps, but I think you guys, and I think, the wrestling community is over on what Enzo is saying. But we still like Enzo more. I still like him, but I'm just over on what he's saying. You know, his promos, I mean, it's good every now and then, but he doesn't need to come out. I mean, I know that's his thing. I know that's what gets him over, doing the My Name's Enzo Amore, and all that great stuff. I get it. I understand it. But every now and then, it'll be good to tone it back a little bit. And, come out serious. He should have came out serious tonight. This is what I would have done. I would have Enzo came out, and be like, no talking tonight, just fighting. Boom. I would have done. I was like, oh, okay, well, they're making a change with Enzo. But no, we didn't get that tonight. We didn't get that tonight whatsoever because WWE cannot think. So Enzo comes out. He comes out with a shopping cart full of stuff. This match was a commercial break. Why, I don't know. Have no idea. We come back from commercial break, and Cass stands tall over Enzo. He's getting booed. Enzo comes back with a right hand. Cass just unloads on him. Cass goes running for a big boot. Enzo pulls down the top rope, and Cass lands onto the outside of the floor, hurting his knee. At first I thought it was his quad. And at first I was like, okay, he did hurt something. I thought he was just selling the injury. But Enzo crawls in for the steel chair. Big Cass comes out of nowhere, cuts him off. Cass tries to go for the Empire elbow, but his knee gives away. And Big Cass is injured. This was reported by WWE on Twitter. At first we were thinking that it was his quad. I tweeted out, I was like, okay, maybe it's his quad. From what I was hearing. I was hearing from Wrestling News World, Richard Gray. I was hearing from a lot of reputable sources. But at the end, it was his knee. And, maybe I hate to see anybody that gets injured. It doesn't matter who it is. I hate to see anybody get injured. But this could be a blessing in disguise for Big Cass, being the fact that, Big Cass he's not getting over right now. He's not getting over with this character. He's not getting over with this heel run. He's not getting over beating up Enzo. Maybe he could come back and, repackage him, maybe cut his hair, do something with Big Cass when he actually comes back. How long is going to be out? I will give you guys that news. We should be getting that information sometime this week. Hopefully, we'll get a prognosis on his, on how long he's going to be out. Or maybe just a sprain. Maybe just a couple weeks. But if he's injured, again, I don't wish injury on anybody, but I just hope he's out for extensive time. Maybe a month, 2 months. Have him come back, repackage him, do something. Because right now, Big Cass, he's not over as a singles guy. Neither is Enzo, but these guys need to be a tag team together. Enzo, in my opinion, should have turned heel last night and joined Big Cass, but they don't want to give up the merchandise of Enzo Amore. I understand that. It's totally understandable. WWE is a machine, and they love the money. They love the merchandise, and Enzo's one of the type merchandise sellers. So I understand why you don't want to turn him heel. I totally get it for the business aspect, but as a wrestling company, there's nothing to do with Enzo at this point. What are you going to do with Enzo at this point? Who is he going to feud with at this point? If Big Cass is on the shelf, who is he going to feud with? Is he going to go 205 Live? Are we going to see another superstar shakeup? Is he going to go to SmackDown? Is he going to go back down to NXT? What are we going to see from Enzo? I don't know, but time will tell. Enzo Amore wins by forfeit, and very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for Big Cass, but looks like Enzo Amore wins this feud, not intentionally at all. Moving on, I'm not going to talk about the backstage segments. There was nothing really important backstage per se that you're really going to miss. So let's get the backstage segments. It was basically Emma backstage. Nia Jax comes up to her and said, there's going to be a hashtag, give Emma CPR by the end of our match tonight, which really did not happen. I didn't see any hashtags give Emma CPR. But Nia Jax versus Emma. Nia Jax squashes Emma. That's all we need to know. Hits her with a Samoan drop for the 1-2-3 pinfall. This is what happens in WWE when you speak up, when you speak your mind, when you say something I don't agree with, or give me a chance. This what happens. You get buried. Don't speak up. Don't be vocal on Twitter. Don't be vocal on Instagram or social media. You will get buried. And that's what's happening with Emma right now. She spoke up on social media saying, hey, I've been with the company for so long, you know, celebrating my anniversary and I don't get a match. I'm not on TV this week. Look what happened. She's been on TV every week ever since. But she's being buried in the process. And Nia Jax squashes Emma. Next match, we have My Name is Elias. And I want to know who wants to walk with Elias. I want to walk with you. I'm going to get my hiking boots right now, man. I'll follow you. Wherever you go. Wherever you go, Elias, I'll be there. But Elias versus R-Truth. Elias, he's a fucking star. Has a guitar. He was going to sing a song about R-Truth. And at one point, he said that he started singing R-Truth's theme song. He was like, I'm going to sing some real music now. Elias is great. He's great. R-Truth comes out, and what amazes me is that R-Truth has been singing this same theme song for 10 years. It fucking amazes me. It's mesmerizing. I said on Twitter. It's mesmerizing that this fucking guy has been singing this theme song for the past 10 years. Through TNA. He had the same theme song in TNA when he was there. Unbelievable. Elias squashes R-Truth. Elias turns around and drops Truth with his finisher for the win, for the 1, 2, 3 victory. So again, Elias Samson, man, you know, he has the look, he has the look, he definitely has the fans behind him. And, you know, basically he has a nice little finisher too. I mean, at first it was a crossroads, now it's kind of like a fishman, like a snap fishman suplex buster, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But hey, you know, I like Elias. I really like Elias, and you know, he should be a guy that should be vying for the Intercontinental Championship by the end of the year. So I definitely want to see that. After that, we get possibly our second best segment of the night. Kurt Angle comes out, gets a big pop, as always. Fans love Kurt Angle. I love Kurt Angle as well. He welcomes John Cena, not beating around the bush, and says he's welcoming John Cena because Kurt Angle had an important announcement to make and say someone's going to be coming to Monday Night Raw, a very polarizing superstar, whatever he said. Cena comes out, you know, and I don't know why the fans, got upset with it. Why would you want Bobby Roode to debut on Raw? Can you imagine Bobby Roode on Raw? Like, he'll be pushed, don't get me wrong, but he will get lost in the shuffle. He needs to be on SmackDown. The lack of heels on SmackDown, the lack of top heels on SmackDown is mesmerizing. He needs to be on SmackDown. But you got guys like Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, Elias, The Miz. You know what I mean? You got Bray Wyatt. So you got guys here on the main roster on Monday Night Raw that really, in my opinion, really will get more airtime than Bobby Roode. So I'm glad that Bobby Roode did not show up tonight, and I would like to anticipate that we will see Bobby Roode tomorrow. We will see though. But Cena comes out, he takes a mic and says that there's a lot of noise in the house. And Cena takes it all in as fans, you know, they do the dueling chants. Cena says he saw Angle at SummerSlam. Angle asked him if he would like to be on Raw. Cena said yes, not because SmackDown is bad. Oh yeah, Cena, sure thing. SmackDown's not bad, right? SmackDown is worse than Monday Night Raw. It just is right now, and I hate to say that, but I keep it 100 with you guys. I don't like to bullshit you guys. Raw is better than SmackDown right now. It's just true. But I don't know why Cena said that. It's not because that Cena really being SmackDown sucks when he said that. You know, it's not because SmackDown is bad. When you say that, that means SmackDown is bad. That's the way I took it. But because for a long time, he wanted to stand in this ring on Monday Night Raw and face to face with a certain superstar. Roman Reigns comes out. Of course, he gets booed out of the fucking building. Reigns stops on the stage and stares down Cena. And Reigns asks if Cena has been looking for him. Reigns says that the only time Cena looks for him is when he runs his mouth on Twitter. Nice little line by Reigns. I gotta give it to him. Nice little line there by Reigns. But now that Cena is in his yard, the question is, will Cena run his mouth to Roman's face? Fans chant for Undertaker before Cena says it looks like the Raw audience can hold a grudge. Cena says that the problem is he didn't come to talk. Cena takes off his shirt. Fans give a pop thinking that they were going to scrap. All of a sudden, and I was confused here for a second, The Miz comes out, and I was like, he has no place here right now at this time. He has no place right now at this time. By let developed, I was thinking, okay, he's out here for a reason. If he's out here for a reason with this crowd, with these two guys in the ring, I'm gonna listen, because The Miz, he can talk. He's a great talker. He's a great mic worker. So I gave it a chance, and I'm glad that I did. So Miz comes out to the ring with Miss Raja and his wife. Okay, Miz says this is what a sold-out Barclays Center looks like, because he wouldn't know. Miz fumbled through the name of the arena, but Cena corrects him. Miz says Cena always has to make a joke out of everything. Miz mocks Cena and Reigns, and then asks how many moments do they get. The fans start cheering The Miz. So The Miz, who is a heel, and I felt this was a full-on shoot, a work shoot, of course, but you can tell that this was scripted for him to go out there to shoot per se, but he believes every word that he says. So it was a work shoot in this sense, from what I'm seeing here. The Fizz, that'll be a great name. The Miz breaks kayfabe as a heel who never acknowledged the fans, saying, "Oh, thank you for cheering me on," or whatever. He thanks the fans. He broke kayfabe there for a split second and thanks the fans. Miz went on to say he's sick of waiting for his moment, while undeserving people like Cena and Reigns get moments every week. Fans start chanting yes. Miz says he's going to take his moment right now and ruin theirs. Miz says Angle seems to think Raw needs an addition. Cena. Fans boo Cena. Miz says Angle thinks he needs an addition while the Intercontinental Champion rides the pine at SummerSlam. So basically, he's acknowledging of him performing in front. And I was saying this: if I were the Miz, if I were the Hardys, if I were Jason Jordan, if I were the Miz Raj, I will be pissed off on what I had to do at SummerSlam, being the opening pre-show match when no one was in the fucking arena because they decided to open their arena late. There was maybe about 300 people in that crowd. It was an indie show. It was basically an indie show for that pre-show match at SummerSlam. Miz brought that to light. Miz went on to say that, or he asked the crowd rather, if Raw needs Cena. Fans start chanting no. Cena's mocking and saying like, no. So it's like, Cena's just mocking the crowd. He's just mocking the whole situation. Cena says he's a man of the people and will show himself out. Miz says he stops him and says he wasn't done talking to Cena. Cena smiles. Miz continued ranting and turning his attention to Reigns now. Miz rants on the crowd next, which he got back into character. Miz says about how he's earned it for 12 years. He was talking about Cena, respect, earn it. And Miz says, well, I earned it for 12 years, me being here, and the crowd popped for that. And a "you deserve a" chant starts up, which is a chant that I fucking hate. I fucking hate that chant. Cena says Miz deserves a moment, so let's give him one. Cena says if the Miz wants to be in the main event, he proposes Miz and any one of his lackeys versus Cena and Reigns. Cena says that's a moment, that's a main event. Cena says that's not a moment for him, which is true. It's a moment for Cena, which is true. Miz goes on until Samoa Joe comes out. And if this segment could not get any better, Joe comes out to the ring. Joe takes the mic and says, partner. Oh, I'm sorry, and says he has a very strong opinion about the whole situation. Joe says if Miz is going to be Miz's, what the fuck? Why these guys can't work the shit on this website? Joe says if anyone's going to be Miz's partner, good lord, they kind of mixed up the words a little bit. It says partner Miz's. That's what it says there. It won't be Axel or Dallas. It's going to be him, whether Miz likes it or not. Fans starts chanting for Joe. He stares down Cena and Reigns. The Miz is at ringside. Joe says that he's sick and tired of hearing Reigns come out and talk about how is his yard. Stumbling over my words here. Joe says he owns Reigns one-on-one. A Roman's bitch chant starts up, which was, I would say fair play from the, I would say chants like that I am okay with. You know what I mean? I'm okay with chants. I'm just not, I'm okay with chants. I'm good with chants. You know what I mean? Even though you deserve chant. Yeah, it's annoying, but okay, I'm fine with it. Because you are paying attention to what's going on. I'm not okay with you guys not paying attention to the match, doing the wave, doing the beach ball. That is what I hate. Chants, I'm cool with. I'm cool with chants all day. The theatrics, wave and all this shit, and, you know, you guys putting yourself over, like, the chant, like, we are awesome. I hate that. I hate that, too. But I'm cool with most chants, just not theatrics. But Joe turns attention to Cena and attacks him, taking the fight to the corner. Joe unloads. Dallas hits the ring, but Reigns nails him. The same for Axel. Miz runs into Reigns, and he gets decked by Reigns and tosses him into Axel and Dallas. Joe blocks an attitude adjustment and applies the cocaine clutch. Reigns hits a Superman punch to break it up. Cena and Joe out of the ring. Cena and Reigns stand tall in the ring as a you both suck chant, which is another fair play by the Brooklyn crowd. I'll give them that. Breaks out. Reigns and Cena stare each other down as Reigns' music hits. So there you go. Good segment. Good segment. I like this here. I don't like the fact that The Miz, he comes out, he cuts a great promo. Great promo. One of the best promos of his career, believe it or not, in my opinion. I think that promo was I think that was one of his best in-ring promos. Best promo, probably not. I think I'll probably still take one of the Talking Smack promos more than anything else. But it was a great promo by The Miz. They still made The Miz look weak tonight at the end of the show. Still make the Miz look weak here, even though he's still getting over with his mic skills. First time seeing Joe and Cena face to face, I will expect more of a rabid reaction, but the fans, I don't know. I don't know why there's not more of a rabid reaction for Joe and Cena. But yeah, this segment did what it needed to do. One thing I don't like is that, how can Cena try to make a match, then, have Joe make a match and have Reigns make a match? Like, Kurt Angle's the fucking not the general manager, but he is the general manager. I'm thinking about commissioner. He's not the commissioner. He is the general manager. Kurt Angle's the general manager. He's the one that makes the matches. If at that point I would have had Kurt Angle come back out and say, hey, you can't make the matches. Only I can. That's the only thing I will say about that. But the segment ends. Cruiserweight 8-man match. We already ran about this. Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali, Grand Metalik, and Rich Swann won. Who gives a shit? Cedric Alexander wins with the lumbar check. Grand Metalik, which I was like, out of nowhere. Like, this guy just came out of nowhere and just is on Monday Night Raw. Lord Grand Metalik, he looked good in this match. Everybody looked good in this match to a certain extent, but I just don't care about it, neither did the fans. Kurt goes backstage with Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan just asked for Finn Balor randomly tonight. He's like, hey, I want to get a match against Finn Balor. Okay. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose come out to the ring. They talk about, how it feels like old times. We get the Hardys to come out. We get a big Jalete chant. And basically very teasing of the Broken or the Woken or whatever, where Ramel's like, beautiful! You know what I mean? And they got obsolete chants and things of that nature. It did what it needed to do, but we did see the Hardys challenge, or really accepting the challenge of Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Good match between these two. Good match. In a sense, you could say it's a dream match between these guys, and it was a pretty overall decent tag team match for Monday Night Raw. Have nothing bad to say about it. Hardys look good. They can still go in the ring. Dean Ambrose look good. Seth Rollins look good. Everybody look good in this match. Basically, the way this match ended is that twist of fate to Dean Ambrose. Jeff Hardy was going to go for the Swanton. Dean Ambrose gets his knees up. We see pretty much Seth Rollins does a V-trigger Kenny Omega, or a Rainmaker into a Rainmaker position to V-trigger, whatever you want to call it. And then a Dirty Deeds on Jeff Hardy for the 1-2-3 victory. And what are we going to see from here with the Hardys, guys? Are we going to get these guys finally broken? Is this going to be the starting process of getting them broken? Are we going to have like a best of 7 series with this tag team and have with these two teams? I would love to see a best of 7 series, believe it or not, with these two teams. But, it's just going to be one of those things that's going to be, either they're going to continue this feud or not. Do I see this feud continuing? Let me think for a second. Revival, unfortunately, is out. I see Sheamus and Cesaro, of course, getting the rematch. They are going to get the rematch. Is it going to be at No Mercy? Most likely. Don't see the club involved with it. You know what? Since the Revival is out, we don't know what the hell is going to happen with the Authors of Pain. We don't know. But I wouldn't mind seeing the Authors of Pain coming in to Raw, winning the tag team titles, and being that new dominant force on Monday Night Raw. That's just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing spaghetti at the wall, see if it sticks. We'll just have to wait and see about that. But good tag team match. It was a very good tag team match. We get Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks. Banks says that she came out to the ring, and she says that she may be from Boston, but she left her heart in Brooklyn. She mentions on how everyone's pulling for Ric Flair. Fans are not really behind Sasha at first until she mentioned Ric Flair. Very smart idea by Sasha Banks, using Ric Flair's situation for her to get a little bit of pop and cheer. Banks says that what the world doesn't need is a fake goddess. She proved that there is no goddess in WWE last night, just a boss. Banks says she plans on defending her title the right way. She doesn't need to talk her way out of a match. She doesn't need Nia Jax to interfere on her behalf. Sasha talks about on how she has all she needs, the fans. And all of a sudden we hear Alexa Bliss's music and she comes out to the ring. Number 2 Bay on my top 5 Bay list. Number 3 Bay on my top 5 Bay list. Having another interaction yet again tonight. Full top 5 Bay list is down below in the video, guys. You leave me your top 5 Bay list in a comment in this video. I want to know where your top 5 Bay list is, because mine's JoJo, number 1. Number 2, Alexa Bliss. Number 3, Sasha Banks. Who the fuck do I got in number 4? Number 4, Liv Morgan. I was like, Liv Morgan. Oh, she doesn't wrestle. She doesn't wrestle on NXT at all, but she can get it. She can really get Liv Morgan. In the J's and all. In the Jordans and all. I'll fuck the shit out of Liv Morgan. And number 5, Maurice. Which we saw tonight as well. Maurice was... Did you see her shirt? Boy, I mean, just got them tickle bitties, god damn. But yeah. But back to this here. We got Alexa Bliss coming out. Bliss speaks from the stage and brings up how Banks has never successfully defended the title, even though she's a 4-time champ. They have a word, and the fans chant "You tapped out" at Bliss. Sasha suggests Bliss use her rematch clause right now. Bliss says that that's a thought, and maybe she should, but she's going to go with the no. Fans boo. Bliss says none of these Brooklyn fanboys deserve to see Alexa Bliss championship celebration. Bliss says she also not in the mood to break Banks' heart tonight. Bliss says she wants her rematch next week. Bliss talks some more trash to end the segment. So, there you go. We get a rematch next week. I think, I believe that, Alexa Bliss will, will be defeated by Sasha Banks, and we may get Sasha Banks and Nia Jax at No Mercy. Jason Jordan versus Finn Balor, guys. This was a fairly decent match. Not really much to say here. A nice part of the match here where Finn Balor was going for the sling blade, which was reversed into a belly-to-belly suplex. Nice spot in the match that I saw there were Jason Jordan and Finn Balor. I like Jason Jordan, but I just hate when he takes off his, his fucking straps and going, and looking all cross-eyed. Like, no, not appealing at all. But Finn Balor wins with the coup de grace for the 1-2-3 victory. Main event, we got John Cena, Roman Reigns versus The Miz and Samoa Joe. What the fuck you think happened? At the end of this match, we did see a attitude adjustment to The Miz for a 1-2-3 victory. John Cena and Roman Reigns win this match, and it's where we go from here. I don't know. This is just early on. I see Cena versus Miz at No Mercy. I see Joe versus Reigns again at No Mercy. That's just my opinion. That's just, observing for what I saw tonight. Is it going to happen? We don't know. We don't know if it's going to happen or not. But that's just an observation I saw. Is it going to happen? Like I said, I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking right now at this point from what I saw tonight. Monday Night Raw, guys. I went through the entire show. That was it. You didn't really miss shit. You really did not miss anything that you can really, hit home about. You can wait for the highlights to come up on YouTube. There's guys that do highlights on YouTube that you guys could actually see of the show that be broken down in 30 minutes. So you can definitely do that. You know what I mean? Wrestling Reality or W Live. W Live is probably the best one that you can go to because they have all the necessary stuff. So go subscribe to W Live on YouTube if you guys want to watch Monday Night Raw in 30 minutes. That's all you really need to see. But guys, that's it. That's it for tonight's show. We're gonna be watching SmackDown tomorrow. Are we gonna get any debuts? The only debut I can really think of will be Bobby Roode. But are we gonna get it? Who knows? Guys, that's it. If you did like this video, be sure to leave me a thumbs up on the way out. Thank you so much for, making this channel what it is today with the gaming and the wrestling here. We'll be back tomorrow for you guys for some more WWE reviews here for SmackDown live review. If you guys did like this here, be sure to leave me a thumbs up. If you're not following me on Twitter, what are you waiting for? I've been tweeting all night. I have people interacting with me. I've been liking people's tweets. It's been so fun to interact with people on Twitter. You guys, subscribe to me. Subscribe to me here on YouTube and follow me on Twitter and like my Facebook page where both links are down below. And that's it, guys. I'll see you tonight, not tonight, but tomorrow for my SmackDown live review. And you guys have a great night. Peace out.